Any of you guys watch the Friday game, Boise State, Utah State, before going to San Jose State? Kind of get a little more excited about this week's game during the past weekend?
No, I didn't watch it, personally.
I didn't watch it either.
I didn't watch it, but I mean, we're all getting updates on it. So.
And the turnovers, Boise State turnovers, how much of that would you say was Utah State's defense, or was it just Boise State, just mental mistakes?
Don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it was something that Utah State was doing. You're not going to just create that many turnovers by just stepping out there. So obviously they're doing something right, but at the same time, I'm sure Boise knows they were doing something wrong. But yeah.
He compared Utah State's front to Penn State. Do you kind of see that when you see them on film, in terms of how athletic they are?
You know, you see some big guys and some athletes. I don't know any comparisons, but you definitely see guys that can make plays.
Calvin, talk about the challenge of the way they use their quarterback.
I mean, it's kind of almost like you're playing like a Wildcat team. You know, he runs a lot. He pulls it from his running backs. He's almost just as big of a threat to run as he is to give it. So, I mean, we're going to have to be really disciplined this week. We're going to have to know all of our assignments and play assignment football. You can't try to make a big play and go away from your assignment, because that's when big plays are going to happen against you. So we just got to play our assignment, play hard.
Maxwell, obviously you guys want to avoid turnovers, but is there anything in particular you do this week to try and protect the ball even more, given what they did last week?
No, I mean, just continue what we've been doing and take care of the football. I don't think it matters who you're playing, as long as you can, you know, maintain possession and keep your defense off the field and sustain drives. I think that's what's most important.
Calvin, who would you compare Utah State to that you guys have played in the last year or two? Who do they come closest to, do you think?
Nevada,
a
couple of years ago, their quarterback was
Cody Fajardo. Yeah. I mean, they got a really explosive offense. You know, they make a lot of big plays happen. I mean, it'll look like they're about to get sacked, and the quarterback will make a big play on his feet. He'll scramble out of it. So I mean, once again, we just gotta limit the big plays and make plays when we can. We just gotta try to limit them.
Malik, you guys really kept Fajardo in check at Nevada last year. What did you guys do well against that type of quarterback?
You just try to minimize him or what he can do to you. You know, you try to make him give it to other people, because he was the heart of their offense, and he was a pretty good player. And you just try to keep him in the pocket, and don't let him run around, because that's when he's most dangerous, when he's running around and outside the pocket. So you just try to keep quarterbacks like that inside the pocket.
And so what's keeping him in the pocket and all that? Is it a schematic thing? Is it you guys having discipline?
Discipline. I think it's a little bit of everything. Discipline, and then scheme-wise, you just a lot of contained rush. But still get after him though. So I think that's what it is.
Is this a challenge, Malik? Because you guys are facing a very different offense than you have the last few weeks. As a defensive backfield, it doesn't seem like you guys have been as tested as maybe you were early on. So you worried about any kind of lull from the defensive backfield at all?
Well, we know that he likes to throw the deep ball, so we're concerned about that. He throws it pretty well. He believes in his receiver. A lot of times on film, he just throw it up, and his receivers, number 4 and number 3, they go up and get the ball, so they're pretty athletic, and we're looking forward to the challenge. We're excited.
Are you hoping to get a trade back with you guys? Rocky said he told Rocky that he was 92.5% ready health-wise.
Sounds like Trey.
That's a Trey response right there.
Yeah, that's definitely a Trey response. But yeah, I'm hoping to get Trey back. Like I said several weeks, Trey, he's a big part of our defense, and he's just a great player to have out there on the field. I can't wait for his return.
Why is it a Trey response? What about Trey makes him respond that way?
Trey is just a funny guy. It seems like at all times he's trying to say something that'll make you laugh or something like that. So Trey, it just sounds like something he'll say. That's his personality.
He literally said it. I heard it.
Yeah. And then after he said it, he told me he went and told Coach Long that. So
yeah. It was great because Rocky was like, I don't know how he comes up with that.
Exactly.
Guys, this is a Friday night game. Is this going to be Are you going to be playing with a sense of nostalgia since it's a Friday night game, and is this going to take you back to your high school days a bit?
I personally like it that it's a Friday night game. I mean, any night game, I like all the night games. So, and now Friday night, everybody's watching because other teams are in their hotel getting ready for their game. So everybody's watching. It's prime time. It's a good feeling. Friday night games.
I already forgot what high school games are like.
You're old.
It's been too long, right?
Yeah.
He's old.
How about you, Cal? I mean, there's the weighing of the Friday night game versus the prep time you guys have had or you haven't had. Rocky said you're basically losing an entire practice. How much of a concern is that? He seems pretty concerned about missed assignments.
I mean, it's kind of concerning, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of it weighs on us. A lot of it's mental, like assignments, it's all mental. So, I mean, yeah, we're going to lose a day of physicalness, but I think if we're all mentally locked in, I think we'll be just fine. And then once again, it's a Friday night game. I think we're all pretty amped up for this game, so we're all going to put in the extra effort, extra focus, and we're going to be ready.
Over the course, and this is for any of you, but over the course of the last 3 weeks, it almost seems like you guys have maybe finally forged that identity that everybody maybe thought you had going into the season. Is that maybe where you're at right now? Are those expectations kind of being met in your own mind?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think we're all playing better as a team. Each unit, special teams, offense, defense, we're all gelling as a unit, which is great. It's good timing. But we just got to keep it going. We definitely haven't reached our full potential, which is awesome. And hopefully we can find it and just can continue to build each week.
Anything else for the student athletes?
Oh, I do. Maxwell, how's your confidence? Are you getting more confident as the season goes along?
Absolutely. I didn't play at all last year due to my shoulder injury. So it's been great to just each and every game, get a little more comfortable with everything that we're doing as an offense, get more comfortable with the receivers, the running backs, and with my old line. So, yeah, it's definitely helped. Each game you get under your belt is help in terms of confidence. So, yeah, definitely.
When you came in here as a confident, athletic person, but do you think that you might have, just in coming here and your expectation, was there any overestimation on your part or underestimation of how the transition would be when you now look back over this time? Has it been any harder than you thought it would be?
No, it's been exactly what I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a challenge, always coming into a new team, trying to, win over your teammates, show them what you're all about, and then just to, compete every day is just what I'm all about. So I just want to help the team win. That's all I really care about.
Cal, can you talk about how tough Jake Feely is? I don't know. We know he's tough, but I don't know if you saw him the other night on the sidelines, but they finally, I think, had to hide his helmet so that he wouldn't go back into the game with that shoulder stinger.
Yeah.
He was just adamant that he was going to play, and they wouldn't let him.
Yeah, I was warming up for the second half. We were getting ready to go back out there to start it off on defense, and I saw him. He didn't have his helmet, and I went over and he's like, "Hey, I can't play. They shut me down for this half." And I was like, "Dang, okay." And I was just trying to tell him nobody's knocking on you because you're not playing the second half. Everybody knows you want to play. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then a couple series later, we're doing pretty well on defense, so he's pretty hyped for all of us. He's always with us. And he had to tell me that they all had to hide his helmet. So I thought that was hilarious. I was trying to help him find it. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, he's honestly one of the most mentally tough guys we have on our team. He would do anything for our team, and I got all the respect in the world for him. I think this week he should be ready to go, and I'm pumped to have him back.
It's funny, Cal, because I noticed sometime in that second half, he was the guy standing on the sideline, and Ron Lee made a good play at some point, and Jake was the first guy to him. Oh yeah,
I'm just waiting for the day Jake gets a penalty for being on the field too much, when he's not supposed to be. He's always running out there. He's always getting out of the field when he's running, giving people high fives. But yeah, he's a super encouraging guy. He's always hyped.
To your defense for a minute, for Malik or Calvin, are you maybe playing at the highest level you played at this season? I mean, you guys seem to maybe have hit your stride a little bit right now.
I really don't know. I personally think we have more on the defense side of the ball. I think we can really dominate a whole game. I really believe that we can do that without giving up a touchdown or anything like that. So yeah, we're doing good, but I think we still have more.
Yeah, kind of what Malik said. I think we have more also. Like kind of in the San Jose State game, we kind of gave up that one drive. Stupid mistakes, penalties. Unsportsmanlike kind of stuff like that. I mean, if we just put it together a full game, I still think we got more. But I mean, how we're going right now, we got some momentum, we got some confidence out there. I think we're still doing pretty well.
To that point too, there have been a couple of moments in both the last two games where the game could have flipped on you guys.
Yeah.
And last year that happened a couple of times. We harped on it earlier in the year. I mean, are you guys seeing a bigger sense of maturity, or what, as far as how you're responding to some of the adversity?
I think we're getting used to the adversity. I think we know, Coach Hall, he talks about adversity all the time and being able to overcome it. So now, we've seen it all through the season. Now that we see it again coming, we're familiar with it and we know how to take care of it.
Yeah, and last year we kind of lost some of those games. Like Boise State, we were winning, and then they came back and beat us, and then Nevada, kind of the same thing. So this year we know, if we stop them, we win. So as long as we have that lead, if we stop them, we keep playing our defense, we'll win the game. So we're just trying to finish, play all 4 quarters, and be mature out there, and not do anything stupid.
Maxwell, from your perspective, what was the difference having Darrell back up front make for you guys?
It's great to have him back. I was telling some people earlier, it just helps our team as a whole, just in terms of depth and getting the other guys back on defense. I just think it's great to have him back. He played well. He dominated his position, and that's what we expect him to do from here on out. And he's an extremely hard worker. He never took a day off the games, that he was on the scout team, helping the defense out. And he's an extremely hard worker, and we're glad to have all those guys back.
After you handed off the ball or got rid of it, were there any plays that you noticed that difference right up front?
No, not specifically. But I know it's good to have him there. It was great to have Craighead there as well, and he's still contributing. He played in the game, and he played well. But like I said, it's great to have all those guys back competing with us again.
It seems like it's always easy to say this is just another game, but this is kind of an exciting time.
This is not another game.
It's kind of a showdown.
This is not another game. This is, for me at least, this is not another game. I am extremely excited for this game. This is, this is a game for, first place and whatnot, 2 undefeated conference teams. So it's not another game. This is something personal for me at least. And I know a couple of other guys feel like me as well. So this is not another game.
Malik, are you satisfied with the secondary, not only with yourself, but with the cornerbacks and the other safeties as well?
Yeah, I think we're doing good, but like I said earlier, I think we have more. There's a couple of passes from me and, that I should be able to shut down, and I didn't. But I think we have more, and I think you're going to see more from the secondary.